And this is your classroom.
How exciting!
It really is.
I feel like I have learned so much about data privacy. Thanks for the tour. Can't wait to get started.
It's not a tour, it's an adventure. And it's not over.
Awesome. But I literally cannot think what else there is to learn.
What are you talking about? We haven't even mentioned how important security is in keeping data private. If we really want to keep data private, we can't just store it in a wide open safe. We gotta lock it up.
All right. I've heard about this, like ransomware, data breaches, that kind of thing. I hear lots of schools are getting targeted for that stuff.
Yes, that is a huge part of it. I'm so impressed you're up with current events.
Been kind of hard to miss, to be honest. All right, fill me in. How do I defeat the hackers?
Well, we definitely want to beware of hackers. That's why we ask you to have a strong password and not reuse that password. Or keep it on a post-it under your keyboard like Janice. But honestly, hackers are not really the biggest threat.
That's kind of rude.
Jake, what are you doing in here again? Go back to class.
See you later, new hire.
Okay, uh, right, strong password. But if hackers aren't the big threat, what is?
Social engineering.
Like scammers?
Yeah. Honestly, that's how a lot of these data breaches start. Someone at the school gets an email or text message that tricks them into revealing personal information to the bad guys or downloading something bad without realizing. And then those bad guys take that info and figure out how to access our systems.
That's really devious. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was on silent.
No, it's totally fine. Go ahead.
Oh, it's the secretary. She just needs some super personal information with a weird amount of urgency. Do you mind if I reply?
Does it feel like a good idea to disclose that information over text message to an unknown number?
Well, she said she needs it.
Should we check? Maybe call the front office using a number we know we trust? Or ask me if texts like that are a normal thing.
Oh my gosh, could this be a scammer?
That's a question you should always ask yourself. When someone asks for information, especially sensitive information,
Well, dang, what should I do?
don't respond to the message at all and report it to Dave from IT.
Hi, I'm Dave from IT. Good job passing the test of the text scam.
Wow, that really tricked me for a second. It seemed legit, and it was really urgent. I felt like I didn't have time to think about it.
Those are the hallmarks of a phish. One kind of social engineering. It tricks a lot of people. Look around.
You guys are really committed to the bit.
You have no idea. Well, shall we go get your paperwork taken care of?
Oh, Alex, don't forget.
Mm.
The wall of carelessness?
Oh, yeah, I always forget that. Behold the wall of carelessness.
Wow. Hey, when I start teaching, will I be able to put up my own decorations?
Why would you want to? Anyway, look, these are the errors of the wall of carelessness.
Oh, I get it. Like these are problems that happen just because people aren't careful enough.
Yeah, and they happen all the time. So don't be that guy, okay?
Here's the first one, drive sharing. If sharing documents through a drive, make sure you set permissions correctly. Double, no triple check before you share with anyone. And if you're sending an email with an attachment, check that one even more carefully. It's a lot harder to call back an attachment than a drive file.
So, a quadruple check.
Just be really, really careful. And password protect or encrypt the attachment if it's sensitive.
Got it.
Can I do the next one? It's my favorite. Reply all. Don't do it. It's almost never what you want. You can usually prevent that problem by not emailing a large group like a whole class. If you must email a large group, use BCC.
Want to do the last one?
Oh, sure. Tone of silence. If you must have a conversation about a student, make sure that you are somewhere. You are not going to be overheard, like a room with a closed door, where there are no students.
Great work.
Okay, now let's go do your paperwork.
I really would have thought hackers were the big worry.
Everyone does, and they are a threat. But we have a lot of other things to worry about. That's why we have extra protections in place.
Here to do your paperwork?
For example, when we collect information from students and employees, we strive for data minimization. That is, making sure to collect only the information we absolutely need. In fact, the Government Data Privacy Act requires us to minimize any personal data we collect, both for students, parents, and employees.
Well, that's good, I guess. But why does that matter?
The less data we collect, the less data there is at risk, and the less data we have to make sure and dispose of when it's time to do so.
Fun fact. In the state of Utah, it is against state law to collect social security numbers from students and criminal records, except under certain circumstances.
That is a very fun fact. The state of Utah seems to have quite a few laws that protect our privacy.
Yes. In fact, the Government Data Privacy Act gives all kinds of protections to employees. It requires us to make an annual report about all the data we collect and share, and requires us to follow retention schedules, by which I mean we have to either store or delete data according to different rules, depending on the type of data. All of that is part of a bigger privacy program we have to create and keep too.
Wow, that's kind of great. I'm glad to hear my data is protected too.
All finished.
You did that really fast.
Well, the video has to be pretty short, or people get bored.
Okay.
With that, new hire, you have arrived at a very important moment. The certificate.
The certificate.
The certificate.
The certificate.
El certificado.
New hire, this is proof of your completion of this annual training. You have survived the data privacy adventure and are now a data privacy expert. Welcome to the team.